welcome back to our channel. We are two fish 吹我learn to 语吹咩 I'm your host, Yuna.
And I'm May.
Have you ever heard of a festival where people feed ghosts, burn paper iPhone or luxury cars, and even empty the front seats for performance for the spirits to attend? Welcome to Chinese 拐子.
Every culture has a time when the boundaries between the living and the dead grows thin. Think like Christians' All Souls Day or the Hispanic people's Dia de los Muertos. But in Chinese tradition, this time is known as Ghost Festival.
In Chinese culture, every year on the 14th day of the 7th lunar month, the gate of the underworld open, which in Chinese it's 开鬼门关. And the spirits, both ancestor and the wandering ghosts, will visit the living world, which is like a vacation for them. So when the gate of the underworld open, the ghosts come out to eat.
To make sure that these visitors don't go hungry, families set out offerings like rice, fruits, roasted meats, tea, and rice wine. It's kind of like a huge dinner party, but for ghosts.
They're not really physically eating the offerings. They're not actually biting the fruit, the roasted.
So they eat through the incense, the smell, the energy, the chi of the offering. The smoke is like a spiritual Wi-Fi signal. It carries your offering into the ghostly dimension.
And after the ghosts are full, the real food's actually eaten by the living. So don't worry, we're not wasting any of your roast dog. We're just sharing the vibes.
And by the way, you'll hear don't eat any of the food until the incense burn out. Otherwise, the spirits might feel disrespected and you might get a stomach ache.
Yeah, 因為唔流禮咯, which means inauspicious.
So make sure you wait until the incense is burnt out before you dig in. During this time, you'll also see people burning joss papers. It's for their ancestors to use in hell.
So joss is like a big category, right? Within this category, there is 陰司紙, which is the hell money. And then they also have 紙紮公仔, which is like a paper craft. They have like houses, luxury bag, car.
I've seen where like they're burning paper dolls, and I'm like, what is this paper doll for? And they're like, this is not for our ancestors to play with. This is not toys for them. This is meant to represent a maid that's gonna take care of them in hell. At one point, my dad burned like a paper iPhone for my grandfather. My sister asked, 阿爺識唔識用 smartphone 㗎？阿爺死嗰時好似未出 smartphone 㗎喎。
阿爺都要學㗎。
But you know what's so crazy? The Westerners believe how you came into this world is how you're going to leave this world, which means you're not leaving with any money. But Chinese people is like, no, you're going to burn that for me. I'm taking that. Burn it.
It's too much to carry, okay? I'm gonna go have a tea and I will receive when I get there. Oh, while I'm doing research for this episode, I also see a McDonald's meal package.
I saw a little short clip of this lady. You know those money guns that people use in the club when you're partying?
The cash come out.
This lady put in the hell money and has a big open fire pit. Like, dang. Her ancestors are clubbing down there.
Yeah. So this is not for the living. I have seen videos online where seller marketed burning Joe's money will bring you good luck and make you richer. That's not true. Okay.
Speaking of that, I saw on Etsy that they were selling Joss paper as like wrapping paper, like for gifts. Honestly, if you're not wrapping that gift for a ghost, seriously, Choi, if you're wrapping it for someone's birthday, okay?
Oh my God.
They were even saying like you could like use it as a wall decor. That is for the dead. Like, don't do that.
It's like Choi everywhere.
Sage water, holy water, everything on you. Also, I want to add that traditional Chinese people believe that no matter who you are, you could be the richest person, you could be a philanthropist, you're going to hell. Only if you're like a monk or a priest, then you're gonna go to heaven and you're gonna be granted like a position as like a saint or a god. And they have many different deities, like god of wealth, god of luck, you name it, bad luck.
Also, don't step on burned offerings. Otherwise, 鬼會嬲到爆, which means the ghost will be really angry.
Yeah, ghost beef is the worst beef. Beef means 有仇. So 你同鬼有仇. And of course, our Cantonese elders would not let a festival go without superstition. Some examples are 唔好吹口哨, do not whistle at night. If you watch some Chinese movies growing up, in those movies, some guy 夜媽媽起身去屙夜尿 and they're whistling and suddenly screen goes boom. And you're like, he was just in the bathroom. Like, where did that come from?
For the next one, if you ever see money on the street during that month, please do not pick it up because it means you signed a contract with the ghost.
What?
I don't know what contract that about, but yeah, you're signing someone with the ghost.
Creepy. My grandmother would also say, don't open umbrellas indoors because somebody that's looking directly at you, they're like, no, it's two pair of feet that I'm seeing.
When I was little, I was terrified of ghosts. What about you? Do you believe in ghosts?
So I did experience something when I was younger. Like John Go Joe, yeah.
Troy!
Choi
Yeah.
is like, I think it's like an interjection for like, don't say that. Or like, if that was a physical action, it would be like somebody sprinkling holy water on you and be like, stop it, stop your nonsense. And then also, Ujo, yeah, Cantonese people call ghosts dirty things. 我好似7歲8歲嘅時咧, so me and this Hispanic girl, we were upstairs of our house playing. Then suddenly another girl just joined in. Like, oh my God,
Wait, how?
我之前係起晒雞皮我講返嘅事, okay? She was Asian, had bangs, she had short hair like this, same age, but she's wearing a white gown. Like 好似你諗嗰啲鬼咧，
Yeah, like the one we
係
saw in the movie.
and I told like my friend, right? Let's play with her too. This girl is standing in front of me, looking at me, okay?
Yeah,
And Machita is behind the girl.
yeah.
And Machita's like, what are you talking about?
Also, Machida cannot see her.
His hand went through her. What are you talking about?
Oh my God.
And I said in Chinese, 怪呀,要怪. I ran. Shortly after, my parents moved out of the house.
Oh.
But yeah, that was my encounter. And since then, when everyone's like, do you believe in ghosts? I'm like,
Yeah,
yeah, I do.
I do
Seen
one.
one. But do you believe in ghosts?
Now, even I believe in ghosts. I'm not scared of them. I feel like if you are a good person, then the ghost is not gonna come after you.
You said the same thing my mom always tells me when I was
Really?
younger. She was like, 你有冇害過人？你做咩要驚佢啫？
係咯，
你咪話佢咯，咪話又唔係害你。Like I'm just scared. I'm like 我唔想知道佢嚟唔嚟搵我，都唔想知佢喺度。Okay. Like
你唔想話佢嚟搵你玩係咪？
and I think that's a good question to ask people who are scared of ghosts. 你會驚鬼多啲咧， or 你會驚外星人多啲啊？
我會驚外星人 because
Of course.
like yeah,
They,
because
you
they
don't know their capabilities.
yeah, exactly. Like you don't know their capability. I feel
Yeah.
like ghosts, I kind of know their capability.
鬼係一次做嘅人啊嘛，but
Yeah.
外星人未做過人。
Yeah, and they might have like so much technology that you don't know about.
You just don't know if they're smarter or dumber than you.
Exactly.
We thought a fun way to wrap up this episode would be to include some Chinese slang with the word 鬼, ghost in it. Yuna, do you have any?
Yeah, 鬼叫, it means ghost call, but when we say 鬼叫你唔做功課咩? It's like, oh, you should finish your homework. Otherwise, things like this happen.
Ghost is no one, right? So no one told you to XXX. Another one that I've heard as well is 鬼影都冇, which is not a single soul or completely deserted. 鬼影 is like a ghost's silhouette or shadow. 都冇 means There's none. And an example,夜晚個街鬼影都冇, which means like at night the streets are like completely empty, totally deserted.
And then another one is 鬼死咁, which means it's extreme. Of example will be, oh, today's extremely hot. Oh, 今日鬼死咁熱嘅.
Another fun one that they used to use back in the day is 走鬼, which is to vanish or disappear like a ghost. 走means go and 鬼 is ghost. So back in the day, there would be some hawkers on the street that operated without license. And when cops or inspectors approached, they would scream at their fellow hawkers, 走鬼啊, 走鬼啊. So like basically vanish, vanish, disappear like a ghost.
Funny story on this one. Growing up, there's a different street vendor just gather around a really long street. And every day at 5 p.m., the cop would come during that time and you would just hear like an alarm. People saying 走鬼啊, and they act fast. In seconds, they'll be like gone.
You know, growing up, I didn't know that it's meant to be to disappear like a ghost. I thought that they were referring to the cop as white, like
White. Oh.
yeah, like they're the bad ones coming to get us.
Well, technically they are coming to get them, but
Yeah. If you hear that, you better get out of the way. You will see a lot of carts, wagons, and stuff just rolling down slope. They're not playing to hit anybody to avoid fine or arrest.
yeah. Quick tip, if you're shopping during that process, if you have like unpaid items on hand, just wait a little bit, the vendor will come back to you.
Either the cops will get to you or the vendor will get to you.
Yeah.
Because the cops will say you're participating in illegal hawking.
Yeah. But May, you forget the most popular and the most important one in your life, which is Guaylo.
Oh yeah.